Yo, what's going on, everybody? LegnaK here, and it's been a while. I'm gonna just start with that right off the bat. It has been quite a while, guys. I haven't actually had any, well, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had a drive to be doing any kind of videos as of lately, and I'm trying to get back to it. So today we are starting off a new series, starting off our VGC 2018 run on Showdown. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, obviously, so I can get the hang of it. But I wanted to do this as a series, that way everybody can get the hang of everything. You guys get to see how I act, or how I build teams, and stuff like that. And, yeah, this is kind of the spiritual successor of locking down the ladder. Unfortunately, rest in peace, capture card 2016, 2017. So we're gonna be doing this for a bit, guys, and well, what do you know? We're gonna call this one laddering with LegnaK. Shout out to a good friend of mine, Bacon VGC. You can see his thing that's right over here on it's Trigger VGC, but that's one of his many outs. So, anyways, guys, we have. I'm actually going to change my account real quick. That way we can start from 1,000 flat, and then we will get going. Let me do this real quick. You guys probably saw that, even though you guys can't see the password. Alright, so without further ado, today's team, we are going to be using the Psychicspam Heavy Rain team that a lot of people seem to be using. So I was introduced to a friend of mine by the name of Pro Slow Bro. Shoutouts to him. I still don't think he's got any kind of like social media that he's willing to leave out. But he introduced me to this because I was kind of struggling on a team, and he's like, why don't you try this? Because he knows that I really like using Metagross, and, well, what do you know it? Team works for me. Team works for me really well. I changed it up from a bit that he was using. He was actually using Kingdra instead of Ludicolo, but I kind of like Ludicolo. I like the Happy Dancing Pineapple more than anything. So, it's done me pretty good. It's got me on the ladder on a couple alts, actually. So, I think that's what we're going to start off with this. And, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, without further ado, let's get into our first match, guys. And also, excuse the birds. They're being very mobile today, despite it being super cool in my room. Gotta love the winter. And actually, speaking of winter, yesterday it snowed for the first time in like half a decade where I live. So that was a very unique feeling. And hello, little guy. As I was talking about, they are flying everywhere. So, let's get into this. They have a Kangaskhan, Tapu Fini, can never remember the name of that, Coma-O, keep wanting to say Jangma-O, Landers, Ninetales, and Metagross. Alright, that's a pretty solid team right there. I think what we're probably going to do, what is probably the best, is I'm going to lead our, what is it called, our Ludicolo. And we're actually going to also lead our Tapu, no, we're not going to lead Tapu, we're going to lead our Pelipper. And the reason for that is, just in case it leads Finny, leads Kanga, can't sit there and fake us out, because we're not running a fake out variant, we're actually just running Ice Beam, Giga Drain, and Hydro Pump with Waterium C. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Tapu Lele in the back, and Metagross. I know we don't really have like the super solid, you know, answer for opposing Metagross, but as long as we don't die immediately, Pelipper and Ludicolo do a very well job at it. But alright, there we go. That's the lead that we wanted to see. That is definitely the lead we wanted to see, because at this point, I'm going to just straight up Waterium Z the Kangaskhan, and I'm going to switch to Tapu Lele. That way he doesn't get, you know, the, well, he doesn't get any kind of fairy boost. I keep forgetting that Misty Train does not boost fairy. That's a big problem on my end. I'll figure that out sooner or later. And then, oh, not what I was wanting. Not what I was wanting at all. But hey, you know what? That's fine. We can deal with that. Let's go and bring her down to her sash. And, well, I'm not going to allow this Aurora Veil going on. So let's go for a Giga Drain on the Finny. And the reason we're going for a Giga Drain on the Finny is because if he tries to go for an Aurora Veil, it's just not going to work out for him. And we're going to switch Maui Lono into Brandy the Pelipper. And let's just actually hope that works out. And am I even... Okay, I had to make sure my audio is working because it's been many, many videos I've had to completely scrap because I've lacked it. But anyways, guys, I want to actually ask you guys, what do you guys think about the new layout? I did forget to put the question of the day thing on here, and that's going to come next episode. So we're going to have to just, oh, I just freeze-dried our buddy. Okay, so well played. That is actually a well-played run right there. Very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. So what we're going to do, actually, is Mega Evolve. We're going to Mega Evolve our Metagross. Should scare the Ninetales into protecting, because Mega Metagross is actually just 1 point faster than Ninetales. So that being the case, I think I want to double... actually, I don't want to double up. I want to Iron Head the Tapu Fini and go for a Hurricane. I think that's our best play right now. Not a Hurricane, Tailwind. Totally different thing. So he doesn't go for that. He actually just freeze dries. Oh, he actually goes for an Aurora Veil. I wonder what that was about. He probably wasn't expecting it, or he might just be very new at this because we are, like, really, really, really low on the ladder. Wouldn't be surprising either way. So let's just double into the Finny because we know it's leftovers. It's not going to be no Pinch Berry. We could just ruin it real quick. And unfortunately, Brandy isn't exactly super needed at this point because we don't need the rain. We don't need the rain to give our Pelipper some boost because, you know, Freeze Stride took it out. We still have Psychic Terrain up. So if he brings Kangaskhan, we're free from the Fake Out. And, yeah, I think that's definitely, oh, wow. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the, VGC chat, and I just realized that next week is the Memphis Regionals. And, yeah, totally not going, obviously. Alright, so he's probably going to go for a Fake Out here, not thinking about the Psychic Terrain. So that being the case, I'm actually going to just Iron Head the Ninetales, get that Ninetales out of here. That way it doesn't cause too many issues. And we're going to go for a big Psychic onto the Kangaskhan. Because, I mean, there's two ways this could go south. Two ways being, you know, he's got his own Metagross in the back, and he kills my Maui. He kills Maui. Alright, so he doesn't go for the Fake Out, which was a smart play. And, wow, I totally forgot we had Tailwind up. So we're not too up a creek right now, and he does kill our Lele, which is unfortunate. Now, we have to worry about a Totem Como-O. That's fine. That's fine. We can actually deal with a Totem Como-O real well, because he's probably going to go for a Z-move here. And I don't want to deal with a Z-move Como-O. We got one turn of Rain left, so we might as well just take it out. And he goes for the Protect on the Kangaskhan. He actually goes for the Double Protect, which is a little unfortunate. Something I didn't want him to do. But we'll live. We'll live. We're gonna go for the Zen Headbutt on the Como-O. And chances are he may get us if he's got Sucker Punch. But there it goes. That's gone. And there's Drain Punch, which is a significantly little amount. And since he's got Return, Protect, and Drain Punch, he could very well actually have Sucker Punch in his arsenal. And that would not surprise me in the slightest. He could even have Ice Punch for opposing Landorus, which it's not unheard of. I've seen a couple, and I've actually considered the idea myself, even though I really do not like Kangaskhan in the slightest. But we pick up our first win on the series, and that's actually really good to know. That beginner's luck is still with us. We actually are, you know, 1044 right now, so I'm happy with that. So let's, without further ado, jump into another match, because I kind of want to go for about 15-20 minutes on these matches, 20 minutes at most. That way it's not too much, and it's not too, I'm trying to think of the word here. And I cannot think of the word. So please bear with me. It's not too oversaturated with matches, if that makes sense. Alright, so he has Cresselia, Ferrothorn, Camerupt, Ludicolo, I guess is for anti-rain, an anti-rain measurement, a decent anti-rain measurement, if I do say so myself, Garchomp, and Tapu Lele. It's a pretty solid team right there. Probably, I mean, it's obviously a Mega Camerupt, probably Tectonic Z Garchomp. Ice Beam on the Ludicolo, probably fake out Hydro Pump. Um, it's probably a leftovers Ferris Thorn. I'm sorry, it's a little cold in my room right now, so I'm kind of just trying to heat up with these nice battles. Um, so I think our best play, like without any question at all, is leading Tapu Lele, because our Tapu Lele is carrying Taunt, and we can only hope that it doesn't have ally switch. I mean, if it ally switches, it's only going to be a slight nuisance. But Lele is going to be the lead, and I really think that I don't think Amoonguss is going to be too efficient here, solely for the fact being is Amoonguss is not very efficient against a few of those mons. So Tapu Lele is the play here, and I think Metagross. I think Tapu Lele, Metagross, and then we'll have Pelipper in the back and Ludicolo in the back, kind of pick everything up. Seems like the most solid play. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we got Tapu Lele and Cresselia. Tapu Lele Cresselia lead right here, guys. That really makes me think that there's an ally switch coming off that Lele. I really want to say there's an ally switch coming off that Lele, so I'm actually going to taunt the Lele spot and Iron Head the Cresselia. Okay, we played wrong. But it's not a problem with that, because he actually goes for the Calm Mind here, which isn't too much of a loss. It really isn't too much of a loss, because we can just Iron Head it. We can just Iron Head, which is going to do a significant amount of damage to anything that comes in. However, I think he's actually going to switch, knowing that our Metagross is going to do a significant amount of damage. That being the case, let's Psychic into that slot, because Camerupt is probably coming in, and then we're going to Iron Head the Cressy again. He actually switches Camerupt, so we are making some very, very, very subpar plays today, guys. It could be significantly worse, but is the big thing right there. Let's go for a Psychic into the Camerupt slot, and we're going to switch Prometheus out for Brandy the Pelipper. That way we don't have any of those Earth Powers coming in, because I know Earth Power is not the nicest thing, but that's actually just a Heat Wave, which kind of sucks, because it's a Heat Wave. Heat Wave is never a fun thing to deal with. So we lose our Tapu Lele right here, and I want to actually... What do I actually deal with here? Because I have a feeling that this Lele is going to do a significant amount of damage to one of these mons, and chances are the camera's going to be picking it up. It's going to be picking up that kill. So I think we just Hydro Pump the Lele and we scald the camera up, because, I mean, worst comes to worst. Okay. Best case scenario right there, ladies and gentlemen. Best case scenario right there. Alright, so it survives, and it's a Golf Berry, so it's like a Lele that wants to be a Finny. That's a Lele that wants to be a Finny, guys. We're going to protect here, because, well, there's no reason not to protect. And Skull did a significant amount of damage. And he just Trick Rooms, gets rid of his own Trick Room right there. So we're going to actually Hydro Vortex Tapu Lele right there. And we're going to probably Hurricane, because Hurricane should probably pick up this KO on this Cresselia. If not, it's going to be a little unfortunate. But we could always just, you know, switch out. But Lele's gone. And it's just barely. But the confusion hits, which is something that we could really, really benefit from, because now he doesn't get the Trick Room up himself. It's not like it really mattered that he did the Trick Room last turn, because we did protect, so it's not going to be one of those, oh my goodness, he used Trick Room and wasted his turn. So, what do we do here? I think what we do here is we just Giga Drain the Cresselia, and we go for a Hurricane onto the Ferrothorn. And the reason we go for a Hurricane on the Ferrothorn is because it's going to do a little bit of damage. We get the confusion again, but it doesn't, I'm sorry, I have to, I've battled this guy numerous times, And he's been in the 1300s, 1400s. So seeing that he just leech seeded a Ludicolo, I'm gonna need a second to think on that one, guys. I'm gonna really need a second to think on that one. Anyways, my play next turn was to actually just sit there, you know, scald the camera up, and then we were gonna ice beam the Ferrothorn because it was gonna be a problem. I'm sorry, I completely derailed my train of thought seeing the leech seed into the Ludicolo. I've got nothing on that one, guys. So let's go for our last battle of this episode, guys. Let me know in the description, or not in the description, in the comments whether you guys want longer episodes, shorter episodes, how many battles you want. Am I talking too much in between matches? Am I spending too much time talking, explaining? Excuse me. Ooh, that's a mon that you don't see very often, and I'm very happy that I see it. Hello, Aurorus. That is a beautiful sight. I love Aurorus. It is an amazing Pokemon. Just does not get the love it deserves. Then again, it's not exactly the most efficient mon. And I do apologize. I forgot my phone was on vibrate. Well, it's better than just a little jingle right there. Or actually how it is Cosmog going pew. Alright, so he's got the Trick Room team, but the Xurkitree is either the Xurkitree is my patented Iron Ball Quiet Xurkitree, which, you know, chances are that's not the case. That's really not the case. Or he's just got a couple high-speed reasons as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to lead Mauilono and Prometheus, and Brandy in the back, and I think Mirror B. Mirror B. Hasn't really had a use for the Landers yet, or the Amoonguss, but we gotta take care of this. I take care of this Amoonguss real quick. I mean, Amoonguss. The monkey. We gotta get rid of the monkey. And chances are this is probably Explosion Landorus. So we're just gonna do that. Do that. Just shy, please flinch. That's telepathy. So we have a chance of a flinch. We didn't get a flinch. Unfortunate, very unfortunate event right there, but I was willing to take that risk of it not getting the kill and getting the flinch, and it being Mental Herb. So, oh, that actually does a lot of damage right there. So, and we got Instruct coming. I have a feeling that we got Instruct coming, but that was a very slow Landorus. So, chances are it may be min speed. I think we're going to switch Metagross out. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Psychic the Landorus, and we're going to switch to Randy. I think that's what we're going to do right there. There's the Instruct, which is fine. That's fine. So, it's not, like, ultimately min speed. But, I think that might be banded. Like, I really think that might be a banded slow Landorus with the damage output. But we're going to protect our Metagross here. I'm going to go for a big Scald into the Lando, because that kills, unless it's a Soul Vest. And if it's a Soul Vest, well, I mean, if it's a Soul Vest, good. Nah, Soul Vest is a pretty legitimate strategy right there. So yeah, we're just going to go for a Scald into the Landorus. It should kill because we are a modest Pelipper, not a timid Pelipper. Not my Scarf variant anymore, at least. So, that's an Instruct, which is an Earthquake, and followed by another Earthquake. So that does show that is indeed a banded Landorus. And no, that is an Assault Vest. Why are you not using Rock Slide? Why are you not using Rock Slide? Alright, we're going to switch Prometheus to Ludicolo right now because I don't want to lose our Ludicolo. I mean, I don't want to lose our Metagross because our Metagross does some significant damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, I really think... Yeah, no, okay, there we go. There we go. I was about to say, that's a... that's what I was about to say. Alright, we're gonna protect here. We're gonna just double protect, you know. We don't need to worry about nothing here. Aside from the fact, you know, it's an Auroras that could do some nasty damage. That's a freeze dry. That's fine. Because, ooh, he was going to go for that instruct freeze dry. I mean, why not, right? So, let's go for a Hydro Vortex onto the Auroras and a Scald onto the Monkey. Alright, that's fine. He goes for the Protect. That's going to do a significant amount of damage, even through... Oh, yeah. That crit was nice. But, there we go. And that's a Camerupt. So we're actually going to just Giga Drain the Auroras and we're going to Scald the Camerupt because there ain't much that can be done on that point. We won. We managed to break through that Trick Room, which was a very, 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 very scary thing. And that may have very well been an Iron Ball circuitry. May have been. But we will never know, unfortunately, guys. So, I think that's going to be a good time to wrap up this episode, guys. Thank you guys for coming out and watching this and supporting this channel. Thank you guys for bearing with me for being gone for so long and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed what you guys saw. I hope you guys want to see more. Let me know if you guys want to in the comments down below. And that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.